And welcome back to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from David Trudeau, who asked the question, who would win a fight? A xenomorph, or xenomorphs, plural, or killer clowns from outer space? So, interesting concept. The killer clowns from outer space, they're not actually clowns. They're a species of aliens that just happen to look like clowns and have clown-themed, technology. Or I should say surface-themed technology. They are highly intelligent, capable of interstellar travel, have a large amount of versatile amount of weapons, including being able, and tech and maybe magic, as one's able to create a shadow puppet that looks like a T-Rex to swallow people up. They have the cotton candy guns. They can literally throw popcorn seeds that grow little clown monsters. They can possess people by, puppeteering them. The cotton candy guns liquefy the insides and liquefy the bodies of individuals and turn them into a consumable soup of some kind or liquid that they drink. The thing about the clowns also is that they are very durable. Their noses are their primary weaknesses. You shoot them in the nose, they do blow up. Otherwise, normal people aren't really able to physically hurt them that much, at least from what we see. Firearms don't have that much of an effect on them, but again, this is just by what we see in the movie from what they actually use against the clowns. It's very likely that if they came in contact with like an explosion or something, fire or whatnot, they most likely would be hurt. Maybe not killed, but hurt. So yeah, the clowns are very powerful, but also not necessarily. When I say they're intelligent, they know it's interstellar travel and they have technology, but when it comes to like Earth stuff, they're actually quite curious and kind of dumb to some degree. So then they could easily be fooled if given the right scenario. Xenomorphs obviously now that we know from Alien Covenant, were at least initially designed. Maybe someone else had a play in it too, by David, the android from Prometheus, who we later see in Alien Covenant. Excuse me. Using the combination of the engineer's DNA technology and Elizabeth Shaw, I believe that was her name. Not Rooney Mara. Is it Rooney Mara I'm thinking of? It's not Kate Mara. Naomi Rapace, that's what I'm thinking of. Naomi Rapace's character from Prometheus, he was able to create the Xenomorph. Now, Xenomorph is a biotech, not necessarily a biotech. It's kind of difficult to pinpoint per se where the bio begins and where it begins and where it ends, and where's the biomechanical is what I was trying to say, and the mechanical kind of kicks in. Because when you see this picture is from Covenant, the Xenomorph in here is not exactly the same as the Xenomorphs we get later on in the series. Modifications were clearly made to the Xenomorph species. Furthermore, the gestation was different. When it hatched out of the guy, it was just a full-blown little mini Xenomorph that grew very large. Instead of the little face hugger penis looking thing. But that being said, the Xenomorph species is a very hardy, very hostile, very dangerous species, obviously. They can take small arm fire without too much. They'll still get injured, but nothing serious. They can take some medium to heavy arm fire, but they will usually get blown apart at that point. But their skin's highly durable. Concussive blows aren't going to do much to them unless they're getting crushed under something. Cuts and scrapes, yes, they can cut, but their blood is acid. It is highly corrosive metabolic acid, eating through I believe it was 3 layers of a ship's hull. It is. It was amazing, impressive. It can literally dissolve limbs off, no problem. Eat through metal. There's very little that resists this stuff. The alien skin, though, is naturally resistant to it, surprisingly. The aliens are also very good at stealth. Capable of sneaking up in pure silence, and then either using their secondary mouth to blow the opponent's head off, or using their tail to spear someone, using their claws. They're very vicious, very capable, and on the intelligent side. Now, they're not they're not, hey, let's pilot the ship intelligent, but they are, in terms of a predatory animal, they are very, very dangerous and very intelligent. So if the killer clowns came across a xenomorph, what would happen? Well, yeah, they can hit it with the cotton candy. If it's one xenomorph against the killer clowns are probably going to be wondering what the hell this is, and the xenomorph's just going to be aggressive, so it's either going to run off into the night or just, go at them. Now, maybe they try to pull the cotton candy gun out, but the xenomorph just jumps them and just, starts clawing at them. One of them hits the xenomorph pretty hard and does crack it a little bit, but it's able to get back up. The xenomorph now is bleeding a little bit, and the clown just tries again. Actually punches through its sternum, or punches through its stomach area. It's it's wailing around because the xenomorph can survive being cut in half to some degree. They can crawl around for a little bit. It's like a bug. They're basically like an insect dying. They can survive that to a certain level. But punch through, and its arm just starts to dissolve. I have no doubt the clowns cannot survive the acid of the xenomorph. The xenomorph puts his tail through one of the other one's heads, maybe hits the nose, kills that one, which now leads the xenomorph now in not a good state, near the verge of death. You got one that's lost its arm, the other's kind of backing up, trying to figure out what to do next, and one of them's dead. So Xenomorph now uses its acid, sprays some of the acid, maybe using its tail or whatever, throw some acid at him. They have to kind of avoid it, though one does hit one in the face and starts to eat away at its face. Ultimately, one of the killer clowns uses the puppet and grabs the Xenomorph and, swallows it whole, and then they cocoon it later, and it's like, let's eat this. Only to find out that when they their throats dissolve out and they just die. So the xenomorph wins and they know. In a 1-on-3, because let's be honest, a killer clown is never going to be by itself, usually. That's not true. These clowns are kind of by themselves a lot, but in this case, we're looking at a group versus one. A group of 3 or more killer clowns will probably beat one xenomorph with a fair degree of difficulty, but they got enough tech and weaponry and skills on their side to compensate for that. For the ferocity, durability, strength, and acid of the xenomorph. A 1-on-1 fight? Oh no, the xenomorph is taking that freaking clown down. The clown does not have a good way of taking out a xenomorph before the xenomorph just rips the thing to shreds. And even if it does injure him, the blood is something I don't think the clown could prepare for him. A horde or pack, whatever you call it, horde, pack, group, a large number of xenomorphs versus a large number of killer clowns, equal numbers, that's going to the xenomorphs as well, because they're going to be far faster than the clowns are. They're just going to be far more ruthless, far more to the point, instead of, the clowns maybe toying with them or having to get their weapons out. So my money, overall scenarios included, goes on the xenomorphs. They're just more durable naturally, I think. More ferocious. Their acid blood, I think, is a big factor that puts them over the edge here, because the clowns will probably injure the xenomorphs after a while, but that's not going to be to the clowns' benefit. So, my money to the xenomorph. Do you think the clowns take it, though, or do you think the xenomorphs take it? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. So, thanks for watching. Hit that bell if you want to get notified, and I'll see you a little later for the Death Battle prediction.